Welcome. This is our update on the status of the RIST activity group. So we have, of course I could actually, which one?
Yeah, it's a big green,
Big green one.
Yeah. I told you you're going to see that slide again.
Yeah. So this is what we've been working on. You've seen this in my update over the years, but we have we're keep you current as to what we have here. Obviously, we have TR6-1, which was RIST simple profile, and you can see the date when it was updated. TR6-2 main profile, -3 advanced profile, and the ancillary features, some of which are reasonably new. Ciro, you want to?
Yeah. So we have 6 TRs now with ancillary features, right? The last one is part 6, which was the subject of my talk, and you can see downstairs. And I believe I had one talk on each one of those at different times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to talk about them very quickly, part 1 source adaptation is basically modulate encoded rate based on network conditions. They're actually very useful. Part 2 is WireGuard, if you don't like the main profile VPNs. Part 3 is RIST Relay, something that's becoming very, very important with stuff that's happening in the industry. Part 4 is decoder synchronization, which is, I gave that at BITC in 2022 and came out as a SEMPTE imaging journal paper in 2023, and there's more things that may happen with it. Part 5 is multicast discovery, was my talk last year, and then we have part 6, that's program selection. And we are not done yet, right, Rick?
We are not. So this is the stuff that we are working on. Also included in this slide is some of the stuff we've been done to educate people so that they know. One of the things that comes up often, came up here earlier today, is there's RIST and there's this SRC? SRC, is it?
SRC, yeah.
Something else in there.
Something else that doesn't work very well.
Yeah. So the question is, people say, well, we hear about the other stuff. Why don't we hear about? So this is some of the stuff that Ciro and others have been doing to educate people in recent years regarding RIST and the stuff that's out there. And many of the presentations that have been done at SIMPTE, at NAB, with regards to stuff that is currently being worked on.
Yeah, so of note here, you see their updated main profile and advanced profile. We're never done with that stuff, right? We always find something to update.
It's software, as I say. It will be finished as soon as Windows is.
So we keep messing with it, but we always keep backward compatibility. So that was an important update. Then there is the SAT hybrid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about that, Rick?
Yeah, so obviously we're working on SAT hybrid, where we will one of the things that many of you have heard about, there is a danger of C-band satellite possibly no longer being available to us. And as most of us who work with satellite know, KU and KA are wonderful, as long as it's not raining. They have a nasty habit of not working in the rain. Having lived in Atlanta for many years, that would be many, many, many days during the summer where it has outages. So what we're working on is a hybrid where you can have some of the advantages of satellite and some of the advantages of terrestrial using RIST. So individual packets are delivered both via satellite, most likely KU, KA, as well as being available terrestrially via either internet or private network. So you have the reliability of satellite, but if you have a packet loss due to rain fade or any other reason, RIST will request that packet via the internet or private network, so you do not have any loss, any hits, any dropouts. It just keeps working. Yet at the same time, if you were to have an internet outage and you're delivering a hybrid mode, you still have the satellite.
Yes, and that dovetails with the work that I just presented, which is the program selection. So if you have a feed and you don't need anything, you can further optimize the bandwidth by doing the program selection.
And then we also, let's see, we got through that, and then we have congestion control and best practices.
Yeah, that's not going to be a TR. I don't think it's going to be a TR.
Yeah.
It's a best practice thing. That's the beauty of RIST, to have people who have been doing this for a long time, and we compete in the market, but we're just basically opening our drawers to you and telling you everything we learn. It's going to be there. How to do a good RIST system.
Yep. So publication roadmap.
Yeah.
You want to take it?
Yeah, I'm the one who writes it.
You're the one who wrote it, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Here, I heard the cats. He has to write it.
I had to write the cats, right?
Yeah.
So part 7 is coming, which is the thing that Rick talked about, internet satellite hybrid model. There is 2 modes of operation, an intrusive and a non-intrusive. An intrusive, you inject data into the satellite stream, a non-intrusive, you don't, essentially. So there is some issues, and we'll publish the intrusive first.
Yeah. And then we'll continue working through the issues we have with the non-intrusive, which would be something far more compatible with legacy satellite. In fact, should be fully compatible with legacy satellite.
Yeah, well, the intrusive is too. It's just a question of there's more stuff to put in the forward path, which you may not be comfortable with.
Yeah, and you may have to find a few bits to make it all work. With risk control, we are coordinating with other groups. May become an extension of NMOS. The activity groups are participating in the new IABM control plane group. And the plan is to follow the IABM guidance and adapt as needed for RIST.
Yeah, which basically we're going to do our own. You talked about herding cats, right?
Yes.
That's really that's really herding cats. So we've identified a long time ago we needed a common risk control. We actually wrote a very detailed requirements document. We know what needs to be done, and we decided, well, we could just do it. We know how to do this, but there's all this stuff happening, Katina and Moz. IABM now is doing this thing, so we decided to wait and see and not invent something else. But if we don't like it, we're going to invent it, right, Rick?
Yep. So risk best practice and congestion control, I think, did we touch on that? Yeah, already. Should happen sometime this year. There'll be best practices paper, like not a TR. Okay, so we've already gone over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Automatic configuration of RIST systems, which is part of future work. Integration of RIST and WebRTC, which Sergio Amorata has been working on.
Yeah, he's in a sugar coma downstairs.
And integration of RIST and Quick, which has been an Adi Rosenberg.
Yeah, who's not even here.
Yeah, Adi was not able to make it this year.
Yeah, so it's less lively, right, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to make up for it. I'll ask some difficult questions of whoever is next.
And the usual template here, the AG meets every week on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Meetings are very lively. They often are. Different people, different opinions. Yeah. And new members are always welcome. Anyone interested in RIST who is a member of the Video Services Forum is welcome to participate. Just ask me or any of us or Brad, and we'll tell you how to log in and join the mayhem every Wednesday.
Yeah, it's important because there's things that I thought, oh yeah, this is going to be easy, no problem. We're going to just write this, everybody's in it. No, whole hour talking about that, so it's fun. And I'm glad that he's herding the cats and not me.
Yeah. And I see we have no questions.